Yo, what's happening? Welcome back to Late Night Convos with my big black therapist. Tonight, we're gonna shift the accountability. Emotional safety doesn't just come from your partner, it starts with you. You can't demand safety if you don't practice it yourself. And that's the part people don't always want to sit with. Because it's so easier to point at what your partner isn't doing than to look at how you show up when things get uncomfortable. If you escalate quickly, if you weaponize vulnerability, if you shut down instead of communicating, you can't contribute to the emotional climate. You contribute to the emotional climate. And that emotional climate often determines whether intimacy grows or it breaks down. So the thing about it is intimacy is co-created. It's not something one person gives and the other receives. It's something both people build, moment by moment, piece by piece. So if the environment feels tense, if it feels unpredictable, if it feels unsafe, we have to look at both sides of that dynamic. From a family system perspective, there's a concept called differentiation. Differentiation is your ability to stay grounded in your emotions without merging with someone else's or exploding under pressure. It's the ability to feel something without letting that feeling control your behavior. So instead of reacting immediately, you pause, you think, and then you respond. And that pause, that's where emotional safety begins. Because if you can't regulate yourself, you destabilize the entire relationship. And I see this a lot in therapy. People who genuinely want connection, but yet they don't have the tools to manage their emotional reactions. They get overwhelmed, they get defensive, they shut down, or they escalate. And then they wonder why their partner stops opening up. But from the partner's perspective, it doesn't feel safe. So before we even get into fixing the relationship, we work on self-awareness first. Because self-regulation protects connection. It allows you to stay present even when things get uncomfortable. If I were working with a client in this type of space, I focus on slowing everything down. I recommend, hey, let's increase emotional awareness. Let's begin to learn to identify what you're feeling in real time. Probably practicing pausing before your reaction, because not everything needs an immediate response. Owning impact instead of defending intent. Because even if you didn't mean to hurt someone, if they feel hurt, that matters. And building distress tolerance skills. Learning how to sit with discomfort without needing to escape it or project it. Because emotional safety isn't built by avoiding your hard feelings. It's built by handling them well. And when both people take responsibility for that, the whole dynamic of the relationship changes. And safety becomes something you create together. So check this out. Before you log off, I want you to ask yourself this. Do I feel emotionally safe to my partner? And I want you to ask your partner this. Is there anything I do that makes it hard for you to open up? Drop this in the comments too, man. I want to know, do you believe emotional safety is individual? Or do you believe it's a shared responsibility? Let's sit with that. It's your big black therapist. Once again, man, I appreciate you tapping in. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Welcome to Late Night Convos. Peace.